Hey, Nate Neutrino here. What I have is a DIY cajon, which is Spanish for drum, I think. Foot drum, stomp box, whatever you want to call it. It makes a pretty big sound when you stomp on it with your foot, and it's plugged into an amp or a PA system. It turned out pretty cool. I wasn't quite sure when I built the thing what it was going to sound like. I originally wanted to use a bass pickup and do like a different configuration, but $2 at Radio Shack for a Piezo transducer. Can't beat that. What I did, I had a buddy of mine come over with a first act guitar from Walmart that he didn't want anymore, and I tore that apart, which he wasn't really very happy about when he came over a couple days later. And but the end result was this thing here, and it sounds pretty cool. So I took the electronics out of the first act, wired in the tone and the volume and the input jack there. Nice shiny chrome. This thing is going to look pretty cool once it's painted up. I think I'm going to spray paint it black, but it's grounded right here. What I did was I took the plate from that bolts the neck onto the body of the first act, and I just sandwiched that Piezo transducer in between two pieces of foam, and I used that plate from the neck to hold that in place. The bottom's kind of got to be kept open so the sound can escape. You don't want it bouncing around in there too much. What I do is put a piece of rubber in the bottom of there to kind of absorb some of the sound to keep it from getting too reverby. But yeah, why don't you let me set this thing up here. Put another piece of foam in there on top of this transducer to they really pick up sound pretty good, and a tap on it will can get pretty unruly sometimes through a PA system. So experiment around what you like. I figured felt would probably work pretty good. I actually have like this rubber right here in some of the boards on the inside, not the top, because top's where you get your good sound from. But this just goes in here like this. Well, like so. And I will take this thing over to the PA here and plug it in and let you hear it. I do use it with a little Boss equalizer pedal here. Dials in some of your lows, takes out some of the highs. You can do that with the tone knob a little bit too, but it doesn't really, a tone knob on a guitar doesn't do a whole lot. So I'll let you hear it. Just stomping on it with no amplification. Turn the amp up. Gives a lot of different sound depending on where you beat on it. The bassiest is what's really cool, when you add a little delay, and it gets kind of wild. But anyway, I thought it turned out pretty freaking cool. You know? For something that didn't cost a whole lot to build. It the guitar was free because it was a gift, and otherwise I had the plywood laying around the house. I had to buy that top, and the whole thing cost me about $15 to make, and I do suspect I will be using it at live shows because it sounds pretty cool. So thanks for listening. Thanks for checking it out, and see you next time.